can now leave your shopping and delivery needs with us without much exposure and interaction to people outside. Mapa-grocery items, medicines, foods, and other essentials and halal certified products, kami na ang mamimili at maghahatid sa'yo. Sinisigurado na ligtas, in good and quality condition ang mga pabili o orders sa delivery service na iyong i-avail. Para sa maayos at mabilis na delivery at order mo, ipamoto mo na. Download Moto Express PH app through Google Play that is built to deliver beyond your expectation. Tara na dito sa Moto Express. Dahil moto mo to.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Usapang Halal, and you have seen the two halal certified franchise, the Moto Express mobile delivery app, and the Winkle Donut, Happiness in a Box, the first halal donut in the Philippines. And today we have a great topic that will be discussed by our partner from Malaysia. Let's welcome Brother Fhakir. Assalamualaikum, brother. Brother, how are you? So let's wait for our brother from Malaysia. He will be discussing some exciting topic about the halal in Malaysia. That's a good thing because we're learning a lot, lots of learning. Not only in the Philippines, but the benchmark of halal industry, which is the Malaysia, the Jakim. Okay, most of the halal certifier worldwide base their certification and standard and procedure to the Malaysia Jakim certification body. Assalamualaikum, brother.
Waalaikumsalam. Sorry, very late. I think the data, I mean, our internet connection. So, how about you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm discussing before you enter. I was discussing that we have lots of learning with you through Brother Fhakir, the Malaysia halal industry, because Malaysia is the #1 benchmark, the basis of all halal certifier worldwide.
Okay. Actually, we have a similar like Usapang Halal in our TV program. We have a My Halal, but it's a Malay version. It's with Ustaz Amri. We call it Amri. Is my last time I learned something from this. Ustaz Amri. Then topic is mostly they are more focused because focus on the more major or issue on halal industry. But I think in Usapang Halal quite new for me also. And then I think we try to focus on the basic item, on the floor item. Then we try, because sometimes we try to, to detail it, to give all understand what we have to do, or sometimes it's a properly do and follow in terms of in terms of halal requirement that need to be submit, because we after this we are try to submit to get a halal certification. And then today, Mr. Abaya, of course, I think I think you are, focusing in franchising. Industry. To develop this, certain business in franchising. So today
Yes.
topic we try to focus on halal franchise. So what is the
Wow.
halal franchise? In total, because this halal franchise, that mean the product and also the services and all is meat is halal requirement. Example, your donut, sometimes and then a new coming, Motor Express with a halal delivery. See, one of the
Yes.
idea to make this as a franchise. Okay, before we start, we try to actually a video. I'm very interested to start with a share with video, and this
Yes.
video is talking about Filipino product. If you know,
Wow.
I think
Really?
Jollibee. I think I just know that
Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Yeah, that's good.
Jollibee is from Philippines.
Everybody loves Jollibee, even my friend
Yeah,
from Australia.
yeah,
I met him here, and his
yeah.
wife told him to bring in a Jollibee doll, Jollibee
Okay.
doll
So I
as
think
souvenir.
you also open up in America, is it? In America, they have some outlet
Yes,
there.
yes, yes,
Quite big. It's
yes,
similar like McDonald's. I try to focus
yes,
on
yes,
this because
yes.
for your information, I just study about this Jollibee because they open the first franchise in Malaysia in
Oh,
Sabah.
really?
Yes, I just
Wow,
know.
wow. So
I
it's
just
halal. It's halal, brother. It's halal.
Yes, that's why
Yeah.
this what I try to share. But as you know, this is a video about 3 to 4 minutes. Take a time
Okay, good.
to. Okay, so still we are waiting there. Okay, okay. This is one of the example. Actually, it's a real example. From the Philippines to the world. And then
Yes.
what happened is when they come to Malaysia, I think I not study more than this, but because of Malaysia is a requirement for franchise is for F&B. F&B is a must be halal. Of course, for
Yes.
franchising like McDonald's, KFC, which
Yeah.
Starbucks, everything they need to apply the halal. So anytime, but they have to check back their ingredient, their process, their everything. So that's why this how you say it, like pronunciation Jollibee or Jalebi, Jollibee,
Jollibee. Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Jollibee
Okay,
is
Jollibee.
the number one
Yeah.
uh, benchmark. Oh, we all follow the success story of Jollibee. Every franchise in
Okay.
the Philippines follow the
Okay.
success story of Jollibee.
Jollibee. I'm here that they can fight even McDonald's. Even McDonald's also Jollibee is a more our Filipino like our their local this Jollibee because the taste is very close to their taste.
And do you know,
So
brother? Do you know,
mhm,
brother? Do you know,
okay,
to for your information, in 1990s, the American franchise group offer,
okay,
USA is one of the inventor
yes,
and the most
okay,
franchise concept they
yes,
produce. They
it's a
export
pioneer.
many concept, pioneer.
Yes,
But now, in the franchise industry, I believe Asia can be one of the exporter of the franchise concept,
yeah. Hopefully, we have a
because
more branch
definitely
now.
America will not
Mm.
do halal because they're not a Muslim country.
Yes,
So they will not push halal franchise concept. And
yeah.
that's
Of course,
the good
they.
thing about the Philippines. We are
Mm-hmm.
now exporting concept of
Mm-hmm.
franchise, since we're the only Christian nation in the Philippines. We have no choice but to export a franchise that is halal
Yeah.
certified. Yeah, yeah.
Understand.
That's good.
So, still waiting the video, but it's okay. But this is actual. Then they open up in Kota Kinabalu is our main area. Only
Yes.
one line now. Then even one that they open, but they commit to become as a halal franchise. Open and then even one outlet first outlet, but they already commit with a halal because
Yeah,
of course in demand because demand of customer is mostly in Sabah is a Muslim. Then of course if they don't do the halal, of course they lost about I think 50%, 50% customer in terms of customer because of demand, because we love also this franchise. I can see in the video in the first opening there are very long queue to try this.
Yes.
I think since
And I believe many Filipino in Sabah, di ba? There's many Filipinos.
yes, because
Yeah.
I think this
Because it's
quite
very near to Palawan.
yeah, and they see, wow, the Jollibee in here. They think, but I think this is very famous. So what I expect when this, Jollibee, Jollibee open up in Kota Kinabalu. Of course, they have one outlet. Then what we call is a halal franchise. Is a number one. Is a premise. Of course, the outlet, because inside the outlet, of course, they have a kitchen. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Okay, this is your video, brother.
yeah, I think we settle it first, and then we talk after this. We discuss.
Nice.
Yes, it's open up in I think near to the Asia City.
Inside the
Very
mall?
famous,
Inside the mall?
Yes, inside the mall. Yeah, this I
Oh,
think
you
one of the first,
have a nice mall, huh?
yeah, a very nice mall. And then I think this
Many
on
people in the mall, huh? So in the
Yes.
Philippines, we're not permitted to go to mall, pa?
I think this one not on this pandemic. I think this video, I'm not sure. 20 what time?
I thought it's latest.
Not, yeah, it's an opening day on this Jollibee, so that the crowd is this Jollibee.
Wow,
They use all the branding. Logo is same. I think which are originally from Philippines.
I think this is a Filipino.
Malaysian. I think Malaysian. And this artist. Yeah, artist. They are very happy.
They're very jolly, because of Jollibee.
Jollibee.
You know, the topic of Jollibee, they develop the children, the kids. They call it
But
Jollibee.
they are not only, chicken. They have more menu on that instead of spaghetti. They have I'm not
Spaghetti.
sure. I have to try. After this, when I go to Kota Kinabalu, I have to looking on this restaurant. Nice. maybe because now very strict here. Lockdown again and again, but we try lah.
They're very popular on their Chicken Joy.
Yes.
Aside from their other menu. Rice
this
cake,
packaging, yes, very nice packaging. It's a standard, of course.
they have also
I can say that
spaghetti.
they're similar as what I see in our famous in Malaysia is Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's from US, America also, and then McDonald's and others like Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. I think it's a standard. But even this starting with one outlet. But I'm very proud with them because they try to open up and then they start with halal. Everybody can eat everything. Everybody and everyone can eat because non-Muslim, Muslim can together inside the one roof, inside this then you can eat and enjoy the food. Yeah. This is what we are trying mostly. Yes. So
even in Brunei there is Jollibee.
Very
now,
nice. And then, in Brunei? Huh?
Yeah, there's a Jollibee in Brunei now.
Stop, yeah. Okay. I've been one time in Brunei, but of course Okay, let's stop.
Okay.
So based on the package that they have already applied halal, and then when I talk about like say even they have one outlet, then to get a halal, of course, they need to certify their outlet. The premise that now we can see inside that. What is the main is of course the halal kitchen, the process inside the kitchen. Then of course
it should be certified, rather, no?
Yeah,
it should be certified.
certified because when you do because franchise may mean we want to expand more outlet, of course. 3, 4, 5, 7, even 100, even McDonald's already have 100 of outlet. Then they have already, each outlet they have a halal certified. I mean in the kitchen, we call it halal kitchen. That we talked last, I think in last session, what is standard of a halal kitchen. So from this, franchise, of course, when we talk about franchising and we talk about halal certification, even it's a one company, but it's a we are focused on outlet. Mean that when they open, like example, 10 outlet, that mean each outlet have to apply each other. I mean each by that is the rule in our Jakim. There's example in Sandakan in our town. My town here we have a Kentucky Fried Chicken. We have 5 outlets, and I already checked. Each outlet they have a separate halal certification. Based on first outlet, second outlet, they have a separate. Then it's separate. Others and it's not once by one. But in the back when we call we look to the supply chain. The warehouse and also the logistic. It will become one only. No need to many. Remember, one area, of course, they are covered. Like Sabah, they will have a one center, distribution center, halal. A warehouse and also the logistic using transportation, truck or mostly here we are using a truck. And then of course they apply for this halal. Certification for the category of logistic category. So the next, when you go to the another step behind is a factory. It's a produce the ingredient. Like example, the Jollibee, of course, they have to produce the product. Like example, the chicken burger. Others like that. Then we call as a supplier. From each, maybe they have more than 10 supplier. They supply them. Then they have their own factory. To produce this product, and we call it as a halal product. Halal product like chicken burger, they have a halal certification also for chicken burger, and then also for the bun, bread. Spaghetti sauce. Sauce maybe I don't know, but maybe for others they have sauce factory for that. Chili sauce. Here is chili sauce or tomato sauce. They have example. This is a product. Example, they have a 10 factory. Then each factory they have their own certification, a halal certification. So behind that, of course, farm and then harvest is not necessary to apply. Of course, example, farm and then even they are using a chicken. Of course, and then when talk about a chicken, of course, it's slaughtering house. We're talking about supplier also. It's also factory to supply this. Do a slaughtering house and then supply to the factory. They have second step. So when we talk about halal franchise, it involves many what we call a supply or ecosystem inside that. So these are beautiful of halal franchise. Even we talk about like example. In your side right now, you have a wrinkle donut. So I think you have more to explain about this. So even you have an outlet, of course you have an ingredient to put. Even the process you have to done in your promise, but at the same time you need the warehouse because you are not doing a franchising. You have a distributor to supply this area. Then you need the halal logistics. Then, of course, you need the supplier from micro entrepreneur or entrepreneur that involved to supply to this wrinkle donut to get supply like a flour, like what you think? We call yeast. I don't know what we call that. The ingredient that have to, as a menu, as a recipe. They have many. I think more than. To done the dough of a donut, I think it's more than 10 ingredients, maybe. But this depend on your because they have a softener, They have we call here improver, something like oil,
Yes.
sugar, salt, and then I think more than 10. But different.
Yeah.
And then
Plus,
not include
plus
the
the
topping.
toppings, brother. The
Yeah,
toppings, the
topping. The
glazing.
topping, when you use something like chocolate,
Yeah.
we call just like chocolate,
Strawberry,
beans,
peanut, yeah,
peanut, and
nuts.
then nuts, and then topping with cheese, maybe topping with milk. Then I
Yeah.
think more than 10. Now
Yeah,
the 10
yeah, yeah.
mean, even this, they will involve more than 30, or it's a one team, it's a group of this. Even you just want to done as one halal penchan, it's involved many.
Yeah.
So this is a beautiful of this halal penchan because it will give opportunity to others, to a micro entrepreneur to join this franchisee as a become as a supplier, as a become as a, but they have to follow the man. Like example, the brand like now is we
Yes.
call donut, and then who supply this? The company. Then when they get halal, of course, when you go to the supply chain, they have also need or must have a halal certification. So that is
Yes.
a halal franchise that we are trying to talk today. There is involved a halal logistic, halal kitchen, halal product to our product, and also the process of sorting files, something involved. It's based on the what is the product that we want to supply. But when you say when we get like example Jollibee, they have a lot of lot of product menu. So I think it
Yes.
was more than 100. So it can be not easy, I think, to the this ventures company now done in Kota Kinabalu, but maybe Alhamdulillah in Malaysia or in Sabah we have many supplier in terms of halal product, so they
Yes.
can find easily to just I think just to verify is it this is similar to the
Yes.
because when we call a franchising, they have something that they follow the standard. Even
Yes.
how
There's
to make it.
uniformity and standard.
Yes, uniformity. Then that is when you put halal. I mean, we have to put in the. All of this is to follow this because it's now is SOP. It's a standard
Yes.
operation procedure. Have to follow even the what even the service something also follow even when they put halal franchise I think Mr. Ismail is more expert on that. Of course in the
Yes.
design of the innovation we talk about
The
concept
branding, the logo, yeah.
branding, yeah,
The color
yes,
scheme they have to follow. That's
yes. That's why I think this when yeah, I can say that it's very good, and then hopefully the first product of donut can be go for the global. Hopefully,
Yes,
your
yes,
product.
because brother, because I believe one of the great what do you call that? The next big one is the
Mm-hmm.
halal franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Franchise of all in the industry. Right now, we cannot develop the halal tourism, but it is a great potential. The trading of the product, processed product, is a good. Another is the to develop rapidly the supplies, the supplier. We have to
Yes.
develop more franchise. Why? We can
Yes.
expand rapidly the stores, and
Yes.
it follows. As you were saying,
Mm.
once you put up one store, there are about how many suppliers? You can
Yes.
develop more than 50, I think.
Yes.
The packaging, the raw
I can do it.
materials, and
Yes.
other things involved to put up a store. You need how many suppliers, and
Yes.
that's a good thing that it's a ready market for anybody who wants to venture into halal business. Let's say I want to
Mhm.
produce halal chicken.
Yes.
Where can I supply? Who will buy? Sometimes if they're thinking of retailing it, it's too slow to develop the business. But if there's a corporate account like Jollibee, they can supply immediately the chicken.
Yes.
Another is
Yes.
ketchup. I want to produce halal ketchup. If I'm going to retail it in a store, it will take some time to produce many ketchup. But if there's a Jollibee or a halal franchise that needed ketchup, it's a good thing for the producer. And many are already looking for a business that is turnkey. That's the good thing about the franchise, turnkey operation, meaning I don't know how to operate a business, but I have money. Okay,
Yes.
and I want to have a business that is ready to operate. It has the branding, use of name and trademark. It has the business system intact. Okay,
Yes.
I just operate it and with the help of the franchisor. Franchisor is the owner of the concept of business. Franchisee is the partner who wants to venture into that franchise. Another inclusion of the franchise, aside from the use of name and trademark and business system, the number three is the marketing support, which is the heart and soul of the business. If there's no marketing, there's no promotion, and what will happen to the business? That's the heart and soul of the business. Another is the transfer of technology because they don't know how to cook the spaghetti. There is a technology to cook the
Yeah.
hamburger. There's a technology to cook the chicken,
Yes.
okay, and other things. So there is a machine technology that will be provided, and you don't have to think of it because there is a transfer of technology. Another is the support on the recruitment and training of personnel. Sometimes you don't know how to train people how to cook chicken,
Yes.
in how to be a cashier, how to cook the chicken, how to be a busboy, how to clean the comfort room. So there's a built-in manual of operation, the
Manual
training
operation.
manual. Yeah.
Yes.
And the good thing, there is also a projection of where can you return the investment that you're going to put. It's already projected because why? There
Yes.
is no trial and error in franchising. Unlike in putting up your own Jollibee brand, let's say I don't want to buy X amount of franchise fee investment of Jollibee. I want to set up my own. So you will encounter number one, there's no system. So you have to try and error, and it will cost you
Yeah.
time, loss of money. Time
Yeah.
is money also. Another thing, there's no transfer of technology. You don't know what will be used to cook chicken, what will be
Yeah.
used to kind of griddle, spaghetti, and also another thing, the cashiering, how to handle the sales, how to train the people. You know, people come and go. If you cannot train them in 5 minutes, if you can see, no, most of the Jollibee service crew are not like us. That is college graduate. Sometimes we are master's graduate.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are accounting graduate
Yeah.
to be. But in a Jollibee, in a franchise system, everybody that works as a service crew is not a graduate of something. They can be a student. They can be not expert in cashiering or accounting, but they know how to be part of the cashier. They don't know how to cook. They're not a trained cook. Because if you're going to put a cook there, a chef, sometimes the chef will be absent. Sometimes the
Yeah.
chef will look for other job. So what will
Yeah.
happen to the kitchen? So if you have a system in the kitchen that in 5 minutes they can cook hamburger, even if they don't know how to cook hamburger, because there is a technology. It's
Yeah.
automated. It's automatic. The chicken will be cooked. If you can see, no, if you can look at the kitchen, the French fries, they will put the French fries. They will dip it in the oil, hot oil, and in seconds, if the French fries is cooked, the strainer will go up automatic, and that the French fries is cooked already.
Yeah.
There's a timer. Even in the chicken, there's a timer. So if you don't know how to, if you don't know the technology on that, you will lose money. That's why many
Yeah.
people who has money invested in a franchise because it's a turnkey operation. They
Yes.
don't know how to do the business. They will
Yes.
buy the system. They will buy the name. So it's a shortcut to success. And the
Yeah.
success rate based on statistic, brother, is
Yes.
90 plus percent. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a exit point also. If you
Yeah.
don't want to continue your brand franchise, somebody will buy because there is a brand.
Yes.
Unlike if you're putting up your own business with your own brand, sometimes it's not successful.
Yeah.
Nobody will buy because it's not successful. Because
You have
while
to
you're
close.
selling it, it's not successful, di ba?
Yeah.
But if you
But
have a
yeah.
Jollibee, sometimes, assuming you buy it AB amount, tomorrow you can sell it more than because it's already a running business.
Running business. Yes. This
It's a
good.
franchise. It
Yes.
has a brand. That's the
Yes.
wonder of franchising. Me
This
naman,
is
as a franchisor before, why did I become a franchise consultant, brother?
yeah.
For the viewer to know, I'm a
Yes.
franchisor before. So,
Mm-hmm.
franchisor, I have a concept idea, a business concept idea. I sell it to investor and put up many store around the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Then I develop another food concept
Mm-hmm.
the next year and another food concept. And by accident, somebody approached me to help him. I'm not charging anything at that time.
Yeah.
Brother, can you help me develop my business? I have a concept idea. Let's
Yeah.
franchise it. So I
Yeah.
help him, especially the micro entrepreneur, because there is a consultant. They charging too much money, very high. Let's say 25,000 US dollar. If you're
Mm-hmm.
a micro entrepreneur, you cannot afford it. So what I did, I help them mentor do the franchise contract. I help them develop the manual, franchise manual, operation training manual, and the very hard thing, I help them find investor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
that's when I started my franchise journey in the industry. Then after my retirement in the franchise industry, 10 years after, there's a calling to develop the halal ecosystem. And
Yes.
since I've been doing marketing, business consultancy, business, corporate, I see the opportunity, the growth of the halal industry. And there's a industry that is halal franchise.
Yes.
Let's say for hamburger, like McDonald. There's no McDonald halal. But you see, Jollibee, see the opportunity of creating a hamburger chain that is halal.
Mm-hmm.
Even McDonald developed their halal McDonald in other countries because they cannot penetrate Singapore, Malaysia if their hamburger is not halal. Uh,
Yeah. Go. Yes.
so that's the and I see the opportunity. It's a growing industry. It's in infancy stage uh, of developing halal franchise, which is part of the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you develop a halal franchise, the supplier, you can the supplier follows. Even in the halal tourism, is a great changer. Halal franchise is a great changer because it compasses everything. If you develop halal tourism, there is a raw materials that is needed by the hotel, the restaurant, the coffee shop, okay, because they need suppliers. If you multiply the hotel, if you multiply the restaurant through franchising, it follows you will be multiplying supplier, and that's the very fastest way to develop the halal industry or the ecosystem, so that the supplier can now see the opportunity because there is a market, and that is the great uh, uh, equalizer by developing the halal franchise industry,
Yes.
brother. Yeah.
Thank
What
you
is a
very much for
popular
your.
halal franchise in Malaysia, brother?
Of course, number one I can say is McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut.
KFC? Hindi, I mean from Malaysia. KFC
From
is
Malaysia.
from US
I
eh.
mean, okay. From Malaysia, we still one is a example. I mean, like we call it a Mary Brown. Mary Brown. Sorry. It's
Okay.
quite now still development. They have
What's the product of that, brother?
same. It's likely like McDonald's. They have a fried chicken. They have
maybe we can develop it in the Philippines. We can because we can also represent.
actually they have already
franchise.
registered in Malaysia franchise association. They have so who want to involve in this franchising. Usually in Malaysia, I think they have a big association because it's a Malaysia franchise association.
Even in the Philippines, we have association. Eh.
Yes. And then I try to share another is one of our government agency that involved in to help many entrepreneur to become as a franchisor. I think
Wow, yeah, franchisor. That's good.
So one of the entrepreneur is me, but
yeah.
but it's still a lot to do, a lot thing to do.
Yes, yes.
The concept,
we can collaborate, brother, on that. Actually, you develop a concept. We can sell it in any country, especially in Japan. You can sell it in Japan.
Is selling to Japan. We have a brother and sister there. We can collaborate. But to establish the franchise, of course, we have to establish the brand. Number thing, I think brand is a must. Super. And, people know that, and when we open, of course, on your site, I think we need like 3 outlet for our own before we can franchise. These are requirements.
You have a sample store.
Yes, I'm now doing that, but with a concept with using the smart terminal. But now I think lately it will be it's more advanced. In terms of technology right now, it's very fast. So we don't know what is the concept. These are what I want to show. It's our agency. We call it a PNS, Perbadanan Nasional. It's one of our agency that have many entrepreneur in Malaysia to involve in become as a franchise. It's helpful, and because I have in Sabah also we have this office in Kota Kinabalu. Then what happened? They guide us in terms of how to become a franchise, and then they have a program. A program means from the small entrepreneur, they try to help to give not only the as a grant or example the financial, they have also give us training to develop become as a. So now I have a lot to do before I try to submit my final all the final report to them, because before this I'm just asking about this and then they
brother, it's much easier to develop a franchise in Malaysia because you have lots of raw materials. Unlike in the Philippines, have you seen? I have lots of franchise concept on the online, but meaning underdeveloped. The number one challenges is the raw mat. Unlike in donut, it's easy because it's less than 50 raw materials. In Moto Express, it's only a technology. It's easy. There's no raw mat. You just ask the certifier. But like my chicken, I have grilled chicken. I have very challenges. Supplier of chicken. We don't have any slaughterhouse. That is
you have to settle this. I think involved with our MEDC. I think last time we meeting. Actually, we have a big company involved in this. Chicken. Hopefully, if you set up your your group there, we can help together during our job, because now we
somebody
also
can put up a slaughterhouse in the Philippines for Malaysia.
That's a good idea. But I think we have to discuss later about this. But I think
Okay.
in the halal
Continue,
franchise, I mean,
brother. You have your slide. Your slide.
yeah, actually my slide is I try to show that our government is support. In Malaysia, of course, we have to become as a, I mean, a franchisor or franchisee.
Yes.
Franchisee mean I mean if now in Philippines that you have this halal, I mean donut already, that we can
Yes.
take the franchise package, then we become as a franchisee. It's under franchisee package that we can
Okay.
also develop. So not only franchisor, because franchisor for me is a big, because you have to many to prepare. Even you have to prepare the even a halal kitchen or factory to
Yes.
become as a franchisor. So in my opinion, like now we just show the big company like Jollibee, but I think it's a similar like what you had to do with grilled chicken. Last time I'm do
Mm.
also is like drink. I mean a kiosk. I mean for the we call as a Yuki as blended. You know, as blended. We have a powder, halal powder, and then we blend it with ice and put a topping. Then we become as a product as a, I think your tea something like special like
Mm.
Starbucks. So we try to franchise it, but this concept, what we need is a warehouse only. I mean, set up the warehouse. And the other way, like example, your donut or something like
Mm.
grilled chicken grill is a we can set up as a halal kitchen first. Then you have a
Yeah.
kitchen with a halal certification. Then
Yeah.
you can go for the franchising with a small outlet like a kiosk, like what you do
Yeah.
small. I think this is a concept for the micro entrepreneur to develop from the a small business to become as a big, but I think it's a certified as a franchising. I mean a halal franchising, because franchising mean we expand more. We open up. Dealing with who want to invest. Then talking about using the same brand, using the same manual, something like everything you have to follow, because we have some
Yeah.
the agreement before we go. I mean that's
Yes.
that is under
That is a
our
franchise agreement.
and franchise agreement. Yes, we know that.
Yeah.
But when we talk about halal, we try to relate on this. Usapang halal to try to talk about discussion for today. I think it's quite. Interesting. I think even one hour cannot be finish all this
Yes. Yes.
because we had a lot to talk about this
Yes.
franchise. But hopefully next week we try to focus on one area. In Malaysia, I try to study about one franchising that we
Yes.
can try to collaborate. I
I'm
think
excited to hear a franchise coming up, franchise concept
yeah, I think concept this
started
I
from
have to
Malaysia, not a
yeah.
foreign franchise, brother.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, what you say, because like now the premise in our Malaysia also from the foreign from US, America. But now our entrepreneur, our local also starting
In
to.
Indonesia, there is brother.
Hmm,
There's a Jayco franchise,
okay,
Jayco donut, but
JCO. Okay,
they exported it not
JCO.
halal.
Okay,
JCO, yeah.
JCO. I think in Malaysia I have. I can see that in Kuala Lumpur last time.
Yes, yes,
JCO. I
yes.
have not mentioned it. But in open up
Popular in the
area.
Philippines, but
Oh,
they're
okay.
not marketing it as halal in the Philippines.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know why?
sometimes.
Because the problem in the Philippines, the raw materials, so they
Yes.
cannot do it.
It's
Yeah,
difficult. I think even the Jollibee also have a
not
difficult.
halal in the Philippines.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I
Even
want to
McDonald's.
show.
That's why
Yeah,
that's why many foreign tourists, let's say a
yeah,
Muslim tourist, they're familiar in going to Malaysia. There's McDonald's. They're
yeah,
familiar in Singapore. There's McDonald's, Burger King. They're all halal. KFC
yes,
halal. But in the
yes.
Philippines, they thought McDonald's, KFC are
But
halal. It's
sometimes,
not.
Malaysian when they go to other country like maybe your Philippines. Oh, KFC, we can eat that. Because Malaysia is a halal. It's a so it's a very dangerous for us also. But sometimes we use
Yes.
KFC maybe, but Malaysia, yes, we talk about halal. But when you go to other country, of course
It's not
they are
halal.
different. Yes, because the supplier and then
supplier. That's the challenge, the supplier.
yeah, challenge. So think good about this business. I mean, on top of halal, we have to tackle because this involve many a big in the ecosystem and so the supply chain. When we talk about supply chain, this when you because I also focus on this franchisee. That's why when I talk to this agency,
you know, brother, you can start from chicken because you have a
I already asked them. I start with chicken, but this is the first time
fried
that
chicken.
They say, oh, chicken.
Grilled chicken.
You want to chicken, but I want to put inside the one like a halal mart. That inside that I have to focus also to people enjoy to drink like a small kiosk inside that. That is my concept really. But in terms of cost, in terms of preparation, I just try to set up this concept first. So hopefully, in the middle, after this, together with this entrepreneur organization, we want to set up a big mall, and inside that we have a food court. Right now, we have an idea of food court, also on mini mart. In the mini mart, second, third is we try to focus on what you call like a fish fresh market. A fresh market, like a fish, we can find a fresh market. Fish, chicken, meat, something. The combination in one open up shopping mall. Now I try to focus on this project. It's become as a franchising also because we are open up in many areas. So hopefully,
let's develop many franchise, brother.
Yeah, but you know
my first franchise, brother. My first franchise is the internet digital printing franchise, 1990. Because that's the start of computer age. Then my second concept, my gold mine, it's a rice in a box.
Rice in a box.
Rice in a box. Cooking it with. Then I replace the rice. I put noodles. I call it Hong Kong fried noodles.
It's a one menu, then you open it. Yes.
And it's for masa. I sell it to the masas. Okay, affordable. It's only it's a rice meal, but it's very affordable and ready to go. It's food to go actually. Okay.
So the time is now. So for me,
you can close the show and what will be expected next week.
Okay. Of course, today we just talk about this halal franchising. But I think on the detail, hopefully, I try to bring one concept. It's a halal franchising, and then which ecosystem that I will be continue by tomorrow. Next week on Sunday again. So thank you very much for watching us, and see you next week. Thank you.
Bye-bye.